Last video, I talked a little bit about some peaking protocols that I was trying to utilize for a tournament that I had planned on in mid-February. Unfortunately, had some crazy stuff happen at the house that week, and I had to pivot and pull out of that tournament and move my sights to a different one. What you're seeing on this first day of the training week is a lot of plyometric work, heavy upper, and a fast lower. The plyometric work's been feeling great. In my past, especially from years of powerlifting and bodybuilding, where I wasn't sprinting and jumping and stuff like that, I've definitely got stiff. My fast lower lift is this deficit RDL. So with those, I think the key for me is finding a weight that's heavy enough to where I actually can pull against it, but not so heavy that they turn into grinder reps. For me, it without any extra bands or anything like that, that's usually somewhere in between like 65 and 75% of a estimated 1 rep max. So that last set there was about a 70% weight for me. I just worked up a little bit each set as long as bar speed felt fast. Um, the lift after that I've been playing with has been Zercher RDLs. Honestly, they've just felt great on my posterior chain this year. And I've never really done them that much. So this year I've been kind of playing around with those and they felt great. So I'm going to keep them in and slowly progress them. With the rolling footage, this was more of a wrestling specific round. So we've been working a lot of, different hand snaps and head snaps and snatch singles. So where I did not grow up wrestling, I never wrestled until I got to, jujitsu. This has been, probably one of the biggest areas of focus for me, just because I enjoy it a lot. We've got a great wrestling coach, Brian Harney. So, taking his classes have been really, really helpful. So we've been working a lot of, like I said, the head and hand snaps and how to use those snaps to create openings for our snatch singles and different things like that. So I'm just trying to utilize those techniques that we've been working on. One of the things that I've struggled with in the past has been not necessarily having an intent, before practice. So I might have like a little bit of an intent, but practice starts and then it kind of just gets forgotten. So one of the things that I've really been trying to change this year has been having a really strict intent before the practice and then sticking with that intent. So, once I'm in the training and in the rolling and all of that, not losing sight of what the intent is. And so in this footage, the intent was working the hand snaps and the head snaps and working the snatch singles and trying to make sure, that form and technique, was not just completely sloppy, but also not trying to be overly perfect, still trying to take some risks and, get into the action and actually see what works and what doesn't work. Because for me, I think that's one of the toughest things is you're gonna have to fail in order to learn. You're gonna have to take risks, and that's good. That's part of training. And so, I think for me, that's been one of the biggest focuses of the year in my training has just been like, hey, like take risks. It's fun. You're not going to see what works if you don't actually, take some shots and do some things and try to make your techniques work. So either way, all that to say that it's been a great start to the training week. So yeah, if you guys have anything that you want specifically for me to talk about or video, just let me know.